What's the
Okay,
problem
so
with Choso? Like,
I guess I'll just start by saying Choso probably can't hurt Dagon.
why?
Because he could like tank hits from overtime Nanami outside a
If he
domain.
tanks hits from overtime Nanami, well, that presupposes he has more AP than Choso. So can you prove that?
I mean Nanami is stated relative to Yuji, so
Say
an
relative to
AP.
Yuji. Well, Yuji got
Yeah.
like stronger multiple times and
How much
Choso.
stronger?
By a large amount. It went from like if it was equal amount to like Flying Red Scale, which puts his AP and his speed at a whole different level, which he was able to like take hits from Choso multiple times and like damage him multiple times at each new level. Then
Can you like quantify a whole different level?
A whole different level. Okay, so
Yeah.
compared to your last level, which would be like say like a war level, right? This new level could be something like building level, right? It's just like a massive difference.
Why is that what he means?
Okay. Do you know what like a whole new level is implying?
It's implying a higher amount.
A massive amount, right? You don't just, if there's a small difference in power, you don't just say it's a whole new level, right? You would say, okay, he's a bit stronger now. But
but a whole different level can mean
hang on, contextually supported, right? It's supporting this idea that Yuji has grown massively stronger in this short amount of time, and that's like further supported by like how Yuji's like turned my fear into cursed energy, right? And he like becomes equal to like Flying Red Scale, which before like was shown to like literally stated by Megami to be like a super.
Yeah, I agree, but like different level can mean a different thing to each person, right? Like
okay,
I could think a different level.
It's possible.
Wait, no, Valor,
I'll
let you.
It's possible. Okay. Why is it probable?
Oh, Valor, wait.
Why is it probable? It's just equally likely to you saying, Bubblez, it's like a different tier, like the fuck.
Valor, from now, when he's like talking, let him finish and then ask.
I wanted to ask that question.
I know, but let him finish and then, because y'all are gonna ape on each other.
Listen.
Yeah, so it's like I could interpret a different level as just like a little bit higher, and then you could think it means like 3 times as high. We have no idea what Megami thinks a different level is.
But why is it probable?
Okay, I'm saying we don't know what Megami thinks a different level is. That's
so you're approaching this with skepticism then, right? You're like, well,
yes.
We don't really know this. And then I give you an argument as to why we can know what it means by like, how language works and what the context is dictating. And
okay, I think argument's
and you're like, well, we don't really know that. Okay, you can think it's flawed, but unless you could provide an argument, it doesn't matter.
Okay, because yours is just like, okay, he says it's a different level, right? We don't know what he means by that exactly. We just know it means a higher amount. Dude, let me talk. And I agree the context would show that he is stronger and faster, obviously. We just don't know by what degree he means. We just know it's supposed to be large, but large is subjective.
Okay, so you're approaching this, right? And you're saying, well, we don't know. You're approaching it with skepticism and trying to give this equal interpretation, right? But what I'm giving you is an argument from context, an argument from scaling, and an argument from like grammatical sense, right? You don't say something is on a whole new level if you're only talking about a small increase. It's obviously be a massive increase. By massive increase,
it may be small to you, but it could be large to him. What?
Like, wait, why would that be the case? Why would we assume that over like making the least assumption and saying it's
because
large
small and large are just like subjective things. Because you're saying large means large. Okay, because do I need to pull the definition as large and show that doesn't actually have any like cutoff?
Okay, so small, right? I would define you wouldn't define like a building as small, right? You would define it as
I wouldn't,
large,
but some others could.
Who would define it as small?
I mean, well, I guess it would be relative to what you're talking about.
Yeah, it would always be relative into what you're talking about, right? So relative to what Kamo was previously, there is a massive difference between Flying Red Scale.
Okay,
right?
And you can't quantify that. Like,
okay, right? The difference would be then, you could say it's literally just like Kamo plus Kamo.
On what basis?
Your skepticism has no in and of itself basis. I give you an argument, and you're just approaching with I don't know. That isn't an argument.
Wait, Megami literally reacts to like Flying Red Scales.
Holding back Kamo.
Okay, yeah, he was holding back previously.
We see that when someone with holding back. Hang on, we see that someone when they're not holding back with Flying Red Scale just like blitzes. So like in terms of speed, it's like a whole blitz level.
Wait, okay, I don't think Kamo was holding back in speed. Why do you think he's holding back in speed?
Why is he holding back in speed? Okay, because he's not trying to kill. He's not trying to kill.
Why do you have to hold back in speed to do that?
Huh? Okay.
Why does,
if he's like trying not to kill him and you hit him with your full speed, speed translates into force. It generates force.
Well,
if you hit him with all of his speed, he might accidentally one-shot him. So yeah, he'd be holding back his speed.
There's also the third variable of like cursed energy output to amp up your AP.
That doesn't negate speed though. That doesn't negate your force generating speed.
You'd have to prove that he's holding back speed and not just like cursed energy.
I just gave you an argument.
Okay, and I gave you an argument as to why I could hold back.
Just holding back cursed energy doesn't negate the fact that if he went fast enough, he could one-shot him with force alone.
Okay, he could. Prove he would.
Huh? Why do I have to? Why? You're asking me to prove a negative?
Okay, no, you're claiming he's holding back because you could one-shot him if he went full speed. I'm saying why, and you're saying that's a negative. The fuck? Like,
okay, no, that's not what you're saying at all. You're asking me to
literally
prove
what I said.
Why he didn't do something.
No, I'm asking you to prove.
Because I'll repeat the argument for you, right? I'll repeat the argument for you. He is saying, I'm saying, right, that if he went fast enough, he could generate enough force to one-shot him. So holding his speed back would be logical. There, my claim is proven. Now you're asking me again to prove why he is holding back speed. So you're just asking me to repeat the argument.
Wait, one sec. Yes, sir. Anyway, so what you said is like I'm basically just asking you to repeat your argument, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's not what I'm doing, right? Because what you're doing is you're proposing... No, let me finish, Valor. Basically, you're proposing, okay, since he could one-shot him at top power, he has to hold back speed, because, like, acceleration, force mass, all that shit. And then I say, okay, first of all, there's, like, the third variable of cursed energy amping your AP, so you could just hold that back, not speed. And then the other part is you have to prove you could one-shot him at top power for an argument to operate.
So the problem is you're ignoring the argument entirely to say, oh, well, what about cursed energy, right? He could be holding back that, right? But that doesn't negate, even if he's holding back cursed energy, he could literally be using no cursed energy and still generate enough force from his speed to one-shot him. It's irrelevant.
Okay, prove
cursed
that.
Energy doesn't... What? Prove that. That's like an inherent trait of going fast is you generate force.
I'm saying prove he has enough force to one-shot Megami right now.
Huh? You're asking me to give you an argument as to why he would be holding back his speed, and I gave you one.
Okay, but for your argument to operate, he has to be able to one-shot Megami, so prove that right now.
Huh? I don't need to. The fact that he's holding back...
It's literally part of your claim.
The claim.
Are you fucking autistic? You're claiming, okay,
he's holding back. Just inductive reasoning? What do you mean?
How are you using induction at all?
Okay. So, if you can use cursed energy to, like, amp your AP, right? Then you have a way of amping your AP. We know that Kamo was holding back. And we know that,
Why do we know he's holding back? Wait,
it stated he's holding back, right?
That was an AP.
Huh? What? Prove it was an AP.
Okay, because what Megami said...
Prove it was only an AP.
I can give context to, like, support that, right? So basically, he says, oh, he hurt that monster. That must mean he was holding back against me earlier, right? So he's speaking of Kamo being able... I'm saying it's likely it's AP.
Wait, why is it likely?
Okay, because he's talking about how he managed to hurt this, like, crazily durable, like, Hanami, right? Because you saw earlier, Megami, like, slammed his sword against him, it did nothing. Yeah. Then Kamo can put a scratch on him. And he's like, okay, using technique,
definitely holding back. He was also using a technique he'd never used before, so it's not only an AP. So now you have to prove that he wasn't holding back in speed.
I don't have to prove he wasn't holding back in speed.
You do now because that's an inherent part of your claim.
Okay, no, a baseline assumption is that they're just going all out in a fight until proven otherwise.
Wait. That's not an inherent part of your claim, is that he's holding back in speed, so can you prove that?
I never said he's holding back in speed. The fuck?
You literally did. You said he was only in AP, which means he's not holding back in speed. So can you prove that, Bubblez?
I said it's likely it's only
may
AP.
May I clarify real quick? Bubblez essentially said when you brought up the feat of, like, the piercing blood, he said
I know what he
said.
AP,
right?
I know what he said.
I don't think Bubblez meant
I know what he said.
Say with that, okay? It's explicitly only
Okay,
AP.
I don't care what you're saying. Stop helping him.
I'm not helping. I'm trying to clarify.
He's saying something I already said.
So the convo moves on, retard.
You're literally not listening. Holy shit.
I'm listening perfectly well.
No, okay. Right. What I'm saying is it is likely it is only AP because what he's referring to is that he managed to hurt this monster that he couldn't land a scratch on, right? And you saying, okay, well he's technique. That technique has nothing to do with his physical speed. Piercing blood is just firing a beam.
No, I'm showing you, right? He was also holding back in another aspect, which was technique. He never used piercing blood in his fight, right? So it was also another aspect he was holding back in. So now I've placed a burden on you to now also prove that he was holding back in speed, that he wasn't holding back in speed.
Okay, just because he's holding back in two things doesn't mean he's holding back in another. So that's not on me to show at all.
Okay, I've shown your claim was it's likely it was only referring to AP, right? Now
Yeah.
I showed you an instance where he's also holding back something else. So
Technique,
now
yeah.
the burden on you becomes to prove that he's not holding back in speed. That he's holding back in speed.
I don't think it's on me to show
Not
that,
holding
because
back
I
in
just think
speed.
that, like, the baseline assumption in a fight is that somebody's, like, going top power in a certain aspect until we have reason to believe otherwise.
Wait. So you think that, you know, Kamo just standing still and having a conversation with, like, Megami, and, like, he's saying, like, you know, we're the same, I don't really want to hurt you and stuff, is indicative of him going full power.
I don't think that indicates he's going full power. I don't think that indicates he's not going full power, though.
Why don't you think that?
Because no reason's been presented.
You don't think that's an indicative reason that, you know, him actively saying, like, he doesn't want to, like, do this to, Megami would be indicative of him holding back?
I don't think it would, because, like, that could just go,
Well, hang on,
like, what I'm saying.
Let me ask you
about
this.
AP
Let me ask
again.
you this, Bubblez. Let me ask you this, right?
Wait, no, I'm
You know,
gonna finish my argument.
I'm gonna hang on. Let me.
Valor,
Hang
the
on.
fuck
I
up.
was I
Shut the
started
fuck up.
speaking
No,
fast.
bro,
You know, I'm just gonna
hold
serve
on.
mute you. Okay.
Hold up, Valor, I'm gonna serve with both of y'all. Y'all need to
Hang
chill.
on. I started speaking fast,
Valor,
right?
Wait,
I started
1
speaking
second.
fast.
Let me clarify. You gave an argument, right? Then you had a quick
Yes.
break. He tried refuting. He already said something, and then you started talking over
No,
him. So I'm
I
not sure
spoke
if
fast,
you heard
right?
him or not, because he did.
I
try
didn't
and
hear
refute.
anything from him.
Okay, well, I definitely
That's why I
did.
started
That's why
speaking.
Bubblez is probably trying to say, okay, you're talking over me. Because he was trying to fucking refute what you just said.
Okay. I'm gonna mute him then.
Okay, so basically, the thing you're saying about how he's like, oh, I don't want to, like, hurt you, Megamiri, that could still go with what I'm saying of, okay, he's just holding back his AP, because AP is what hurts a person, not speed, right? So I'll just say, like, okay,
Then
he
let me
held
give
back
you
his
this
AP,
example then, Bubble.
not a speed.
Let me give you this babble. Say I'm fighting a toddler, right? If I go full speed and punch that toddler in the head, what's gonna happen to that toddler?
Tyler's gonna get fucked up.
Yeah. So does that then not correlate to that going full speed would increase your AP?
Okay, I agree going full speed will increase your AP, but you're still, like, presupposing that Kamo's that far above Megami. So prove that right now.
Why am I presupposing that?
Okay, because all your examples and reasons for holding back is like, if he goes full speed, he'll fuck him up. If he goes full
Yeah.
speed, he'll one-shot
He
him.
said,
The example you
in
gave.
Megami's
Let me
own
finish.
words.
Let me
Hang
finish.
on, you asked me a question.
Let
You
me
asked me a
finish.
question, Bubbles. You asked.
Look at the finish. I don't get the finish.
Let me mute them both. Let me mute them both. Okay, so with the power invested in me, Valor, I'm gonna have to, like, strip you of your divinity.
He asked me a
till this debate's
question.
over.
He
I
asked
know,
me a
but, like,
question.
niggas are like getting onto me for you supposedly, like, mod abusing. So
I'm not mod
gonna, like, take it
abusing.
with
I was
me.
trying to
No,
talk.
for, like, until the debate's over. So, like, yeah.
Right, take what you want then.
There you go. Now that I've taken Gilgamesh's great sword from him, Bubbles, you can, like, try your best again. There
Okay,
you go.
so you asked me a question, so I'm gonna answer
No,
that question, right?
I didn't finish.
You asked me a question?
No, I didn't finish my question. I didn't finish my question. Wait, I didn't even ask a question. Are you retarded?
You did ask me
What?
a question. You
No, I
definitely
didn't.
asked me a question.
No, I didn't. I was
Okay,
making
You asked me, right?
Bubbles, wait. So y'all don't waste time on this on if he actually did ask a question or not. Just reiterate what you said.
Okay, what I am saying is all of your claims are like, oh, if he goes full speed, he'll one-shot Megami. You gave the example of a toddler, and obviously a toddler's way below, like, a grown-ass man, right? So then, it's like, it's on you, because all these examples and all
Okay.
these arguments
Okay,
are
Bubble.
supposing that
Okay.
Megami would get fucked up by
Okay.
Kamo in, like, one shot.
Okay.
So it's on you to prove
Okay,
that.
so in Megami's own words, he says Kamo is on a whole nother level, right? So
That's
that
not
would
what he
mean
says.
that's definitely that's one to go get the scan. I'll go get the scan right now. I'll go get
okay,
the
I
scan.
know what you're talking
I'll
about.
go get the scan.
He's a-
I'll go get the scan. No, I'll just
No.
go get the scan. It's fine. It's fine. I'll just go get the scan.
Okay, wait. I just want to say, are
I'll
you
go
talking
get the
about when he
scan.
goes
No,
flying red
it's fine.
scales?
It's fine.
Wait,
I'll just go get the scan.
Bubbles, let him grab the scan.
I'm
I'll
just
go get the
asking,
scan.
are you
It's fine.
talking about when he goes flying red scales, just so I make
It's
sure?
fine. I'll just go get the scan.
Wow, you're like a
I'll
platonic
just-
ape.
I'll just go get the scan. It's chapter 43. Jujutsu Kaisen. Chapter 43. Where is it? Both his speed and power are on another level than before.
That's not the same thing that you said.
Okay, that's exactly verbatim what I said. Don't rat out.
No, you didn't.
It's not gonna help
no,
you.
Okay, so basically you said he's on
I'll
a different
post it in
level, right?
scans.
And the implications
Yeah.
of that are
On a
that he's
whole
on a
nother
different level than Megami, right? But he is
Yes.
saying he is way faster and stronger than
Yes.
Kamo was
And-
previously.
And
Kamo being
you know what
stronger
that
than he was
means?
previously
You know what that
does
means,
not then
Bubbles?
dictate
You know what that means?
that he's stronger than
Bubbles?
Megami.
You know what that means? If Kamo was already beating Megami before he used it,
He wasn't even beating
now
Megami.
you want me to go get? I'll just put up the fight.
Where Megami literally reacts to all his arrows, then blocks his hit point blank.
Okay,
yeah, I agree.
prove the arrow scale to his normal attack speed.
I never claimed that.
Wait, that's an inherent part. That's a presupposition.
No,
of
it's
your claim.
not. All I'm
You're
saying is that
him dodging his arrows means that he like.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that in the fight they partook in before Flowing Red Scales was used, Megami was not pressed by any degree.
Wait, prove that.
Okay, because he was just casually catching all his arrows, and then the next thing he does
casual?
is he. Do I need to go get his facial expression where he does not look pressed at all?
Proof facial expression indicates that he's being casual.
Yeah,
if I have a blank stare and I catch an attack, how do you know that means I'm being casual?
Because we see that when Megami gets pressed, his facial expression is like way more serious.
Wait, prove that.
Okay, do you remember against Todo when he was like freaking out about his speed?
Okay, prove when
he's getting like bodied.
Prove he acts the same way when he fights Todo as when he fights Kamo.
I'll just use induction to say that he like consistently acts that way.
Wait, why is inductive reasoning in this case applicable?
Okay, I'm just saying that it's consistent that when he gets pressed, he has like a more serious facial expression. It's like freaking out. Okay, I can just start giving examples. Toji, he was like freaking out and sweating the entire fight when Toji was like beating his ass.
Yes, he was getting blitzed.
Bro,
right?
Valor,
yeah,
are you really...
so he was freaking out against Kamo when he went Flowing Red Scales, and he was like scared how fast he had gotten. He started like freaking out again, right? So I just gave 3 examples where somebody who gets like way faster and stronger than him.
Wait, so you agree he was freaking out? Wait, so you agree he was freaking out when he was
after Flowing Red Scales was pulled out? Yeah.
Yeah, and so then you would agree that he's being like pressed really badly by Kamo?
I think Flowing Red Scales Kamo is above Megami.
Okay, he's being pressed really badly, and he has no feats against Flowing Red Scale. And Megami himself says he is on another level than previously.
He literally he doesn't say okay previously. That's fine, but he literally reacts to him at one point.
Hang on, was he always this strong? Right. So Megami is already like questioning, like, damn, Kamo is incredibly powerful, right? He's like, wow, this is really powerful. And then he gets hit by another attack. His like wood things shatter, and he's like, yo, this dude's on another level, right? So relative to his previous self, he is now completely beyond the previous self, right? We know that Flying Red Scale is indicative of a Blitz level amp from the Choso fight, and we know.
I agree.
And we know that if he is holding back, as your argument previously was that he was trying to hold back AP. Does it mean that overall Kamo is holding back?
None of what you just showed he's overall holding back.
By your own argument, you have to agree with me. So yeah, we can move.
No, I don't. You're retarded. Holy shit! I want to beat you to death. Okay.
By your own argument, you have to agree.
No, it doesn't. You keep saying I concede.
So what's your next
argument?
I mean, you did, but what's your next argument?
What is my next argument? I'll just say that Dagon Shikigami should probably just like beat the fuck out of Choso.
Why? That presupposes like he'd be able to open his domain.
I think he would be able to.
He's showing me why he can open his domain.
I see no reason why like Choso would be able to like blitz him.
You don't see a reason? Okay. Well, if Yuji at full power is relative to full power Megami, you know the scaling. Do I have to go into it?
You're gonna use Megami. Well, actually, I don't know.
So
I agree it's relative to Megami though. But
if Yuji is relative to Megami, and Megami after his domain expansion and he's drained is stronger than fucking everyone else there.
You wait. You know Toji goes for Dagon before Megami, right?
Yeah,
Valor,
that doesn't matter though.
Scaling, you love to see.
Okay, so
what's the
Megami,
inherent
so
difference? Hang on. No, it doesn't. Okay, what's the difference between Megami and Dagon? What's the like speed difference between them?
I can go into that if you want me to.
What's the speed difference between Megami and Dagon?
Okay, so you know how like Dagon was able to like completely blitz Nanami with the Shikigami?
They're instant hit attack, so that's a
No, I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about Death Swarm.
Yeah, those are instant hit attacks. There's nothing.
Death Swarm aren't instant hit. They have to travel.
It literally is. It's a
Death Swarm is not the instant hit.
No, they do not. They only have to travel distance.
We literally see them travel
distance. He's in a domain. No, and only has to travel distance after they're in a domain struggle.
Even before that, we literally see him summon them.
Do you know what domains
do?
Do you know what domains do?
Yeah. Okay. So I know what you're gonna bring up, the instant hit attacks, right?
Yes.
But basically,
Shikigami.
Yes,
hang on.
Oh my god! I know what.
Let me just ask you this question. No, I need to ask the question.
Bro.
Let me ask the question. I let you ask.
Okay, pause. Bubbles, just like let what's his face, Valor ask that question real quick, right? And then you can like get back to refuting. Is that cool with you, Bubbles? I unmuted you.
Oh my god, you're such a fat ass Valor. Okay.
Okay. There you go, Valor.
Oh my god, stop muting me when I'm trying to ask a question. Okay, the
Your
question
fat ass
is,
talks
right?
over me, dumb bitch.
Shut the fuck up, Bubblez.
No, no,
on
we're
the
not
server.
I'll
about to
literally
do this.
beat you.
We're not
Oh my
about
god.
to do this.
So right, if the inherent trait of Dagon's domain is that his cast techniques instantly like hit the opponent. They don't exist until they've hit you. Death Swarm is a cast technique, therefore Death Swarm should instantly hit Naobito. Deductive reasoning. What is your argument for being against that?
Okay, so I agree that he has some Shikigami that are instant hit, right? Those are those little fishies that he used against like Maki and Nanami, and Maki even says like, yeah, it only existed once it hit me. But then he pulls out the Death Swarm, and we literally see the Death Swarm travel a distance to Nanami.
We don't see that at all.
Do I need to go pull up the scan where it literally travels distance?
Yeah, I'll pull up the scan right now. It doesn't travel distance.
He literally summons it next to him, and then we see Nanami's like talking to Maki, and then they swarm his ass. So
Yeah.
like they
How
clearly
that
travel a
traveled the
distance.
distance? That doesn't mean he traveled the distance at all. They don't. We only see them as they've hit him. Like if we look at Nanami's example, he summons Death Swarm, right? And hang on. He summons Death Swarm, right? And in the very next page, Nanami is hit by them. How you're asserting there's a distance that it traveled is like completely unfounded. I'm giving you a deductive logic, an objective logic that proves my claim.
Okay, you know like other Shikigami he uses other than the Instafish, like blatantly travel distances, right?
Where
The ones against Toji. The ones against Toji.
Okay. So the problem with that example, right, is he's in a domain struggle, right? And in a domain struggle, he literally says his instant technique is gone. His instant hit,
Okay, I know
is
his Instafish aren't there. I'm just showing his other Shikigami do travel distances.
Okay, only when he's in a domain struggle, right?
Okay,
Which
I think you're misinterpreting
says,
that statement because that statement isn't
how am I
saying like
misinterpreting that.
Okay, it's just saying that he no longer has the Instafish, right? But his other Shikigami still have to travel at distance. Doesn't affect the way they work.
I'll just pull up the boy expanded his own domain right now as if we're unlocked. To restore my domain's guaranteed hit, I have to crush his domain, right? And
and he stops using Instafish.
He summons fish, and then they go to attack him, and then they have to travel distance. While previously, before this, every time he's used an attack, it's instantly hit the enemy, right? So your argument is based upon nothing, right? Whereas mine is I'm not presupposing anything. I'm not like assuming anything. I'm going off verbatim facts that the series has given us. You're just assuming.
Okay,
things.
well, no, what you're doing, right, is you're just saying, oh, like one of the Shikigami we see has like an instant hit, so they just all do. That's like a massive composition.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. That's not what I'm saying at all. That's not what I'm saying. Okay, I'm gonna.
Oh my god, you fat loser! Don't like rat out.
One more time, right? I'm not ratting out. I said this before I gave my argument, right? That okay, when you're in your domain, your techniques instantly hit. That's the whole point of opening a domain.
Not
right?
all of them.
Wait. You know, like Sukuna's, like fucking both of his techniques instantly hit despite being different techniques.
Jogo's don't.
Jogo's literally do.
No, Gojo literally reacts to them before they hit him.
Okay, it's already been stated, right, that if you're fast enough, you can react to the instant hit.
That's
attacks.
never stated.
That's literally stated. You know, I'll just go. It's shown. It's demonstrated through Theats.
By Gojo reacting to it.
Yeah, Gojo literally does it.
Okay, so a circular argument.
Gotcha. Circular.
Okay,
why can't
what you're asserting,
the example?
No, wait,
why can't
wait,
the example?
Wait, let me finish, right? So what you're saying is, okay, I'm showing you why it's circular in 1 second, right? So you're saying, okay, every hit in domain is instant hit. I then give contention, okay, Gojo's able to react to it, and we see it like travel to him. You then say, oh, that just means that if you're fast enough, that the instant hit doesn't have to travel to you and you can react to it. Say why, and you say because every attack in domain is instant, therefore using your premise as proof, and that's circular.
That's not what I'm saying. That's a misrepresentation of the argument. A complete
literally what you said.
What I said, right, was, okay, Gojo can be the example, right? If Gojo is able to react to him, Gojo is like blitzing Jogo, right? Jogo uses a technique within his like domain. Well, we don't even know if it's a technique. He just throws a rock at him. So we don't that. If that's not a technique, then your argument falls apart. But
I mean, I don't know why he threw like something that's like that weak in his domain. That'd be like retarded.
No, I don't see why. Jogo is kind of an idiot, but
no, he's not.
Jogo is an idiot, but moving on.
Prove that right now.
Doesn't matter, you fucking idiot.
Oh my god, you're fucking retard, Valor. Shut the fuck up.
Right. Shut the fuck up on giving an argument.
Oh my god.
All right.
Fucking
right.
loser.
If he gives if Gojo, right, is like blitzing Jogo, and then Jogo throws an attack at him, and he reacts within domain, then that is shown, that like is indicative, right, that if you're fast enough, you can negate someone's instant hit attack.
Can you even prove that
Anonymity-
Gojo can blitz domain Jogo? Because we know that domain is an amp to stats. He never actually physically attacks inside of domain.
Prove how much of an amp is it?
Well, no, you made the claim.
What? No, I just said he reacted to it, and he was previously.
I know.
Him,
well, no,
right?
you said he blitzed him, but can you prove he can blitz Jogo on domain?
You'd have to prove why like it's an inherent amp.
Yeah,
show me what's an amp.
It is an amp. Gojo literally says it's an amp.
Yeah, and how much of an amp? He just says.
I don't need to prove it. It just means that it just means you can no longer assert he can blitz him.
Wait, he used his domain before Jogo could react. There you go.
No, he doesn't.
There he does.
All he does is pull off the blindfold, do the hand seal, and say immeasurable void.
Yeah, and what does Jogo do in the time he does that?
You don't know?
You don't know?
We have no idea.
You know
Yo, Bubblez.
I'll just go like open the chapter and I'll just tell you exactly what happened in that chapter. Right?
Bubblez, Bubblez, if you don't concede, I'm gonna push IP in general chat right now.
Yeah, the fuck up, Tibius.
Sorry.
Bro, Bro, since this shit started, I've gotten like 6 different DMs like Valor's retarded.
I'm not retarded. I'm the smartest one. The cool, best
definitely
best
are
debater,
retarded.
best educated debater, best educated.
David would definitely slam you, but
Don't know why you'd say that. But anyway, so Gojo pulls up. Jogo, he opens his domain. Coffee, and then Gojo's sitting there having a conversation. A rock gets thrown at him and he blows it up. Jogo says "ch," like it makes a sound, and then he just stands there staring at Gojo. All right. Then he's like, I won't leave a single ash behind, Gojo. And he's like, it shows his face. He's very angry. Gojo pulls down the blindfold, opens his domain, and before we see Jogo like in a hand seal, and like his domain is getting wiped away.
wait, what would Jogo even do in response to domain? Like, what do you expect him
Throw an
to
attack
do?
before he can open it. Of course.
Wait, can you prove he didn't try to throw an attack?
You're asking me to prove a negative.
Okay, but for your claim to function, you'd actually have to prove
No,
that.
you're asking me to prove a negative.
I don't care.
You're reversing the burden of proof, so I don't have to.
Well, no,
answer that
but
question.
basically what you're claiming is okay. He didn't have any reaction. I'm saying prove it.
No,
basically.
I'm showing you right what he did, and then you're putting a claim into my mouth. You're asking me to prove it.
No, I'm not.
You are. I didn't
Okay,
claim anything.
basically what you're okay. So wait, if you cannot assert that he did or did not have a reaction in response to Gojo doing a measurable void,
No,
your claim
I
ceases
haven't
to
made
function.
a claim yet. I haven't made a claim yet. You're just putting words into my mouth.
Well,
Stop being
if
a
you haven't
rat.
made a claim, then I don't give a fuck.
Okay, I have to tell you this to make my next claim, right? I have to tell you what Jogo was doing, right? So, Jogo did this.
We
He
literally
looked like
don't
he was
see
about
what he's
to
doing.
attack.
He could be charging
We
an
literally
attack.
do.
We don't know.
He says, I won't leave a single ash behind Gojo. And then
Okay,
in the time,
and then
and as he's standing there, Gojo opens his, pulls down his, coat thing, and opens
can you
his
post
domain.
this? Can you
Yeah.
post this? Okay, let's see. Okay, he's mad. Pulls down the blindfold. Immeasurable void.
Okay.
And
Right.
we do not see
So-
what Jogo tries to do in between these actions.
Okay. So what we can find an inference from this, right, is that he was he didn't have time to react to anything Gojo was doing, right? Gojo is clearly making an attempt to do something, right? But Jogo just doesn't do anything. The fact he doesn't do
wait.
anything, right?
Prove
Hang on,
Jogo
I'm not
didn't
done,
do
I'm not
anything.
done, I'm not done,
Prove
I'm
that.
not done, I'm
No,
not done,
I
I'm
want you
not
to prove
done.
your claim.
Shut the
I want
fuck
you to
up.
prove your claim.
Shut the
I
fuck
want
up,
you to
I'm
prove
not
your claim.
done, I'm
I'm not
not
gonna let you
done.
shotgun me.
I wasn't
I'm not
done.
gonna let you make
I
multiple
wasn't
claims
done.
on me.
Bro, pause,
No,
I wasn't
prove your
done.
claim right now.
Valor,
Prove your
Valor,
claim.
Valor,
Prove your claim.
Valor,
Prove your claim. Prove your claim.
Okay,
Prove your claim.
Valor, bro. So basically, I think you should just do what Bubblez is saying right now. So y'all
I wasn't
can
done.
out on each other.
I wasn't done. Wait, how can I prove a claim I haven't finished making?
I don't
It's
know.
retarded.
Prove your claim. Prove your claim. Prove your claim.
God damn,
Bubblez.
Bubblez, chill.
Such a rat. This is why I hate debating you.
Let's go, Bubbles.
Anyway,
The fuck up, Troy.
so we can make an inductive argument, right? That's to say why he got blitzed, right? Because of his lack of action. Gojo is clearly attempting to make an action, and in response, Jogo doesn't do anything. So, for inductive reasoning, we can just make this like, it is likely that he got blitzed, right? And from previous, right? Previously, he was getting like hard blitzed by like a suppressed Gojo. So,
Okay, are
now
you
the
done?
burden would be on you to assert why the domain expansion amp was enough to put Jogo on the level of Gojo.
Okay, you're done. So, Bubbles, you do
Okay.
your thing. If
Yeah.
Valor, you like try spreading on, we'll just mute you.
Okay, so Valor, basically, you said that we see he has no reaction. Where do we see he fails to react?
That's not what I said, Bubbles.
You verbatim said that. Holy
I said
shit!
it
Stop
is
ratting.
likely. I said it is likely
what
for
basis?
inductive reasoning that he did not. He got blitzed.
Valor,
because of
I don't
his
think you
lack
know
of
what inductive
action.
reasoning is.
I do know what it's when the premises likely lead to the conclusion. Retard.
That's not what induction is.
That's
What the
literally
fuck?
what inductive. You know, I'll just pull up the definition.
Oh,
right now.
that's not what induction is.
Inductive reasoning. Don't worry. Can't believe I have to fucking educate you on this.
Can my friend pull up the definition? See, it's not what he said.
Inductive reasoning, method of reasoning in binary logic in which the sufficient but not always necessary premises are viewed when they are fulfilled as supplying strong evidence for the truth of the given conclusion. Inductive reasoning is a method of reasoning in which the premises are viewed as supplying some evidence but not a full assurance for the truth of the conclusion. It also described as a method where one's experiences and observations, including what I learned from others, are synthesized to come up with a general truth. Okay, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm looking at what the information, the observations, and I'm saying why it's likely it leads to this conclusion. So go ahead, Bubbles. Tell me that's not inductive reasoning. Oh, you went on
I
deafening.
thought someone would tell you, but he's been like deafened for a minute now.
Oh my god, what a retard.
You've been like monologuing.
I wasn't monologuing, I was giving the argument.
Oh man.
Fucking hate debating, Bubbles. Oh, you left the call. Time to start the count, boys. 5 minutes, then I'm calling the concession.
Yeah. This is where I step in.
I fucking hate it.
You nasty fuck.
By the way, Richard, we can, like... I don't know why you're gooning in general chat, like I want to see that shit.
I like how this man, like the plays right here. This man DDoSed him and said, yeah, if he doesn't come back in 5 minutes, he loses.
That is a power move. That is a power move.
Where's Bubbles?
DDoSed mid-debate. Rest in
Got
peace.
DDoSed by Cursed.
He got
Never
DDoSed.
DDoSed him. Don't know why you'd say
Oh,
that.
he's back.
Cursed
He's
was
back.
hard
My
He's
nigga
back.
Bubbles
You
back.
DDoSed him because he was losing.
Yes,
Right.
Yo, sorry. Okay.
Let's go,
So
Bubbles.
yeah,
Nigger.
like can you like explain why him like not showing a reaction or like
Okay,
a reaction
so
not
you
being
just want me to
shown make it
repeat
likely
the
there is
argument.
none?
So I'll just repeat the
Okay,
argument.
well no, I feel like your argument is kind of just ignorance. You're saying,
Well,
oh
you
yeah,
didn't even
there's,
hear
like...
it. You was on deaf and retard.
Huh? Oh, you made an argument while I was deaf and okay, that's what you're talking about.
Okay,
Always
so
concede.
right from the observations that we have, you know, but Jogo is clearly trying to kill Gojo. He has every reason to be killing Gojo. Gojo takes multiple actions, and Jogo takes no action. So from these observations, we can conclude
Wait,
that
prove he
Gojo
took no action.
acted faster. Wait, the fact that nothing happened to Gojo is an indicative in and of itself that he took no action.
That's an argument from ignorance.
That is not an argument from ignorance. It's
Yeah,
not-
you're basically
I'm
just
making an
saying we-
observation, and then I'm saying why it's like reasonable, right?
Okay, you're
He's
basically
trying to
just
kill Gojo.
Okay, you're using a lack of evidence to like dictate that he like didn't have a reaction.
No,
Basically,
I'm saying a lack of action is evidence.
okay,
Not a lack
so
of evidence is evidence. A lack of
Okay,
action is evidence.
yeah. So basically, you're just saying, oh, we don't see him take a reaction, therefore it's likely he didn't. That's literally an argument from ignorance.
Wait, and that's not at all what I'm saying. I'm making
Bro,
the
he-
observation, right?
He could literally be charging an attack.
So,
Like, how do you know? What the
so
fuck?
you know, that just supports my argument, because if he was, it means Gojo opened his domain before Jogo could finish his attack.
Or it just means that his like attack takes longer to charge.
I put you in a dead end? No? Like, why would he use that attack when Gojo's doing something?
He could have just started it before Gojo started doing immeasurable void.
Wait, show me that then.
I'm saying we don't know.
Because we see the start of Gojo's action is when he's lifting his blindfold. We see Jogo will raise his fingers. Then we see Gojo has taken off his blindfold and pulling down his like scar thing and opening his domain. And Jogo is still in the exact same position.
Okay, he could just be charging cursed energy for an attack.
Show me that. Prove that.
I'm saying we have no idea what he's doing. We
Okay,
should make a
that's
claim
an
about
argument
it.
from possibility then, and it has no
Okay,
real basis.
What I'm saying is that we just have no idea what's happening here, so we just shouldn't make a claim about it.
Okay, so you're just arguing skepticism then. So when I present you with an
Mm-hmm.
argument, right? Skepticism isn't an argument; it's just an I don't know.
Yeah, I'm saying that your argument is like arguing about something that we have like no basis to talk about.
Okay, I've given you a basis, right? No matter what you argue here, you're just arguing skepticism. If you're arguing skepticism, then you have no real argument.
I'm not making a claim about this, so yeah, sort of I don't, but like, I'm just saying
Okay,
your
then,
argument
so
is
my
like super
argument just
baseless.
stands.
I don't
Even
think
if it
does.
was basis, right? Even if it was basis, it's still an argument, and it would still stand.
That's not how that works at all.
It is. It's literally how it works. I've
Y'all
given
just
you.
trying to
I'm
move
saying-
on from this.
I'm saying
Bro,
even if
Bubbles,
it's
charging an
Bubbles,
attack
a weak
like
base.
equally
Hang on,
likely.
David. Hang on, David. Even if it's a weak basis, right? As long as there's no like counter argument to it, then it stands. I can literally make like an argument
No,
riddled
I'm
with
just-
fallacies, and as long as it stands, as long as like you don't like present like a counter argument or a refutation, then it just stands.
Wait, I'm just saying that what I'm presenting, right? I'm not gonna claim it's the case. I'm not gonna claim that what you're saying isn't the case. I'm just saying that either could have happened, and they're like equally likely. We have no idea.
Okay, well I've given you an argument as to why mine is likely. Or like even like it only has to be like 0.001% more likely. As long as it's more likely, then it stands.
Why is it more likely?
Okay, I've given you the argument
Bubbles,
as to
what
why
are
it's
you
likely.
eating, bro?
I'm eating oranges.
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
Sorry, yeah, I haven't eaten lunch yet, so.
Okay, well I've already given you the argument as to why it's likely.
And I think your argument's just ignorance.
Why is it ignorance?
We already went over this. I don't want to go back to it, so we can just like
Okay, so you're not gonna give
move
the
off of
reason
this.
then?
Huh? I already gave it. Are you fucking stupid?
No, you didn't give a reason. You just kept
Yes,
arguing
I
skepticism.
did. I literally gave
You
the reason for why
asserted
it's
it was-
ignorance.
Okay,
You
wait, wait,
started
wait,
it
wait,
with
wait, wait, wait,
ignorance,
wait, 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 wait.
But then when I like questioned you on
Bubbles,
it,
Bubbles, right? He's
had no
clearly
argument?
like not agreeing with what you're saying. Valor, you like same can be said for you or whatever. So just like move on.
Okay.
Alright.
So well, wait, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, yeah. I
Well,
still.
so
Whoa,
so
fuck.
for my argument,
Bro,
then,
like you cut G.
Yo, Bubbles looking good.
so for my argument, then, right?
Solid cut.
Like that, like
Bubbles
that
looking.
entire
Why are you in
like
a
argument.
greenhouse? Wait, no. Why is
Shut
he in a
up, Ace.
greenhouse? That's my question.
Shut up, Ace. But like for your like that was your refutation to an argument I had, right? For like, oh, like prove he's faster, right? Because like you're trying to like assert that like
Oh,
the
yeah,
domain
yeah, yeah.
expansion was like a super amp or something. But regardless, like without that, you cannot prove that like Dagon is like blitzing Megami. Like you can't make any claim about his like increase in speed.
Actually, I think I should be able to now that I think about it with his Shikigami. You know how do you agree Toji and it's like can blitz Megami?
Can blitz Megami? Yeah, he can blitz Megami. A drained Megami.
Mm-hmm. Wait, now I just realized what I'm saying doesn't work. Never mind. But we were talking about Nanami, right? And like the
Yeah,
Shikigami
no,
versus
I'm about
him.
to make my argument, my scaling. Well, so right,
Okay.
if
Oh wait. I need to finish my Shikigami link to Megami because you know that like Nanami's like relative to Yuji, right?
Nanami, he was relative to Yuji.
Yeah, like pre-flying red scales. I agree.
I mean,
And then that Yuji's relative to Megami.
full power Megami, yeah.
Yeah, so that would mean Dagon could blitz full power Megami.
Wait, why would that mean he can blitz full power Megami when he's only
If
stronger
he-
than a drained Megami?
Okay, if he's able to blitz Nanami, who you agree's relative to flying red scales Yuji, who just agrees relative to Megami.
He didn't blitz Nanami. Nanami reacted to him.
Mm,
The only reason he blitzed Nanami
when did he
was because
react
of
to
his
him?
instant attack. I'll go get the page.
No, we already talked about this. We don't need to go back to this. But
Nanami. Where's my Nanami?
we're both talking about when he uses Death Swarm, right?
I'm just saying when Nanami reacts to Dagon.
Are we talking about when he stops one of his Shikigami?
He does that when I believe he reacts to. Actually, that's just a fine example. Just use that example, and just when he reacts to his Shikigami. It's literally Nanami reacting.
I'll just.
That's
that should
like
just be a
weaker
weaker
Nanami
Dagon.
too. Wait,
It
why
should
would
be
it
a weaker Dagon. He's in a domain struggle.
Okay, why does that mean he's weaker?
Domain struggles weaken you.
Can you prove that?
Megami.
Why does that mean he's weaker?
Megami's getting fatigued by doing a domain struggle.
Why does that mean Dagon's getting weaker?
Because they're both doing a domain struggle.
Okay, that's okay. It's an I could just say it's like because Megami is human, and he's just getting stamina loss because he's literally sweating while he's doing it. Well, Dagon's perfectly fine. He doesn't.
Yeah, well,
he's more concerned about losing his instant attack hit than like fatigue or anything.
Yeah, well, you know that like the reason Megami's getting fucked up is he's like losing Juryoku, right?
Like, can you prove that?
Yeah,
Actually,
against Koji.
Can you prove that's like why he's getting fucked up and not because he's like struggling to push it back against Dagon?
Well, actually, that doesn't the like reason he's like sweating doesn't matter. Right? I'm just gonna say that domain struggles do take away Juryoku.
That just means like he's Megami, a drained, weakened Megami who's also constantly getting weaker, can push back Dagon's domain.
Okay, but domain struggles are based on how
means?
refined the domains are.
Not entirely. It can also be based on cursed energy and compatibility. That means like a drained, like lesson by your own argument, right? That means like a drained.
Wait, why is it based on that?
Megami, right? That's because that's verbatim what Gojo says.
No, he just says it's based on the refinement.
No, I'll go get you the scan. He says it can also depend on cursed energy. Let me get you the scan.
I mean, what you're saying is it sounds like both could be the case, but we don't know. So like,
yeah, like when multiple domains have expanded at the same time, the more polished one will reign supreme. It can also depend on compatibility and cursed energy. All right, but even if I like by your own argument, right? This would mean that a drained, weakened, and getting weaker Megami
it doesn't mean
is able to push back Dagon's domain, which just upscales Yuji and then upscales Choso.
Okay, yeah. So you're aware that like what was I talking about? The way that Gojo words that, right? He's saying, okay, it can be based on like the polishment, right? Or it can be based on compatibility and cursed energy. So it sounds like it could be either of the three, right?
They aren't.
So we don't know if it's.
Why are they mutually exclusive?
No, I'm not saying they are. Like, it just sounds like what he's saying by saying it can also be based on these is that it's not always based on those.
Okay, well, prove it's only on refinement. Then. Well, in this instance, it's only being. I'm
not claiming that. It'd be on you to show that it's like based on like cursed energy.
Well, no, because your initial claim was that it's only like it's based on refinement, and that's why like they're pushing back against each other. I introduced like
and then I dropped that.
Okay, so then you have nothing here then. So your argument falls apart.
I know I like dropped the point that it's like only polishment, right? But now I'm just saying like there's no way to prove that in this case they're using their cursed energy.
Well, I can still make the simple argument of Megami was able to push back Dagon's domain.
And that could just be based on polishment.
Like it can be, right? But even if I like took your argument or we took mine, in the end it still means that Megami had more higher polished domain, and Yuji just scales above that.
Wait, why does polishment of domain scale to like speed and physical stats?
Okay, so the more polished your domain is, the more refined it is, right? Like polished and refined, they're the same thing, right?
Yeah, they're about the same thing.
Okay.
Probably.
If your domain is more refined, then it's stronger, right? By definition,
wait, on what
basis?
basis?
Okay, if I have like a sharp knife versus a dull knife, obviously the sharp knife is always going to win. Right.
Okay, but
it's always going to cut more. It's always going to be able to like slice through more things. That's just how it is.
Yeah. Okay. That's how knives work. Why is that how domains work?
Okay, it's an analogy, right? I'm showing you how
I'm asking why the analogy applies.
Hang on, don't interrupt me. I'm saying I'm giving you an example of how something that is more polished and refined can be more like more useful and more impactful to any given situation.
Well, I can give the counterexample of like if I have two rocks, right, and one of them's like round, but it's like super polished and smooth, right? And the other one is just like jagged, fucked up rock, but I've like sharpened the edges to the point where it's like a knife. The one that's like sharpened but not very polished would be the one that would win, right?
Okay, that one you could define that one as more refined for the purpose that it's supposed to serve.
Okay, so what like regards do you think they're refined in?
So the purpose for a domain, right? In this instance, the purpose for a domain would be the one would be able to push back the other one to overpower the other one. So if his domain is able to push
and why does that correlate to stats? Why does like domain?
So if his domain, which is made of cursed energy and cursed technique, is able to push back Dagon's, then it would mean that his domain would scale to that, right?
Which means domain could just take more percent of cursed energy.
Well, a weakened, drained Megami is able to do this.
I'm saying Megami's domain could take more percentage of his Juryoku than Dagon's.
More percentage? What do you mean by that?
So like, Megami's like domain could take like 70% of his cursed energy, and then Dagon's could take like 51.
But he's still able to push against it. So wait, how would you
Okay,
prove that?
I'm saying we don't know how much they put into it.
Wait, what is this argument supposed to do? Like, I don't get the argument.
Okay, basically I'm saying that, like, Megami could be outputting more Juryoku than Dagon into his domain, and then Dagon could put more Juryoku into his physical stats.
Wait, prove that?
I'm saying we have no idea how they work.
That's an argument for possibility, then?
Okay, what I'm saying is we have no idea how it works, we just shouldn't make a claim about it.
You know what your argument is? You're saying, oh, well, this is also possible, so you're just wrong. We can't make a claim.
I'm not saying you're inherently wrong, that's not what I said at all, it's a horrible strawman. I'm just saying we have no idea.
So we have, okay, so you're just like being, like, you have no argument then? You're just saying, okay, we can't know. That's not an argument?
I'm
That's
not trying to make an
argument?
argument about it, I don't care.
Well, if you're not trying to make an argument, then my argument stands.
No, it doesn't, because I'm saying my possibility is equally likely to yours.
Wait, why is it equally likely?
Because no reason's been presented for yours to be more likely.
Wait, that's an argument from ignorance?
No, it's not.
Wait, that's an argument from incredulity? I have no reason to believe this, therefore it's wrong?
I'm not saying it's wrong. What?
That's what you're saying? You're
No,
saying
I'm not
equally is
saying...
likely? Which would,
I'm
like,
saying
invalidate my claim?
I'm saying ours are equal. I believe ours are equally likely because you have not presented any reasoning for, like, whoever's going to judge
I just
this.
gave you reasoning?
Okay, and then I gave, like, wait, how did you prove that yours is more likely than mine? What?
Wait, okay. So, right. Your claim was like, oh, no, I didn't give you any reasoning for that one. You're the one who, like, you just asserted something and then never gave any reasoning. So what's your reasoning?
I didn't assert it.
You did.
No, I didn't. I said it could be the case.
The point of your argument of saying this could be the case, right? That's an assertion.
Okay,
this
no,
could
it's
be
not.
the case. Is in and of itself an assertion?
Oh, okay. I thought you said I was asserting the possibility. Okay, I am asserting that it could be the case. Why do you think it can't be the case?
I never said it couldn't be the case, right?
Okay, so then both are possible. Why is one more probable?
I'm asking you, why is it likely?
I'm not even saying it's more likely than yours. I'm just saying prove yours
so then
is more
when
likely.
I give you an argument, right, as to the simplest argument that can be made.
Why is it the simplest?
I haven't even made the argument yet, fucking idiot.
Okay, then make the argument.
Okay, then let me, you retard.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up, you fat ape. Oh my god.
Oh my god, you fucking monkey. The simplest argument is that Megami pushed back Dagon's domain. Right, that's the simplest argument we can make, because that's the most factual.
Wait, I'm agreeing that he did that.
Yes. Then, the next simplest thing we can say is that it takes, it can also depend, like, pushing back, like, a domain can depend on refinement and also cursed energy and compatibility. Right?
Sure.
So, we can actually say the simplest, the simplest claim we can make is that it just includes all three, right? Because we can't dictate which one is the most. Because we can't dictate which one is the most likely, right? So if we go with all three, we present them as all likely at the same time.
Okay, why does that?
Hang on. Which then means you would have to present why it is more likely that only one is being affected at the same time.
Okay, wait, why?
And I'd say it's the most likely for all three, because if we can't assert which one is, if we can't assert which one is more likely than the other, then if we assert, then that would mean that they're all equal, right? They're all equal possibilities. So if we assert that they are all happening at the same time, right? We are treating all possibilities as equal, which means they all go forward as equal.
Okay, so, like, I agree that they're all equal possibilities. So, like, it could be, like, one of them, it could be two of them, or it could be all three. And
yes,
what I'm saying doesn't, like,
because we can't assert one over the other, we should go with all three, as that's the least likely assumption, right? Okay, it's the least likely assumption. Least likely assumption due to how, like, Gojo explains domain, right? He says, right, to counter, like, domain, this is what like it depends on. You know, where's, like, the statement's gone? Where's the statement gone? The most effective counter to domain expansion is to expand your own. When multiple domains are expanded at the same time, the more power strong reigns supreme. But it can also depend on compatibility and cursed energy, right? We know that cursed energy is required to form a domain. And when another domain is expanded, another set of cursed energy is expanded. So that means two sets of cursed energy are now pushing against each other. Which means...
Okay, and it can be based on that, or it could be based on polishment.
Hang on. Which means that two sets of cursed energy are pushing together, which means Megami's cursed energy and Dagon's cursed energy are pushing against each other. And Dagon was not able to overpower Megami's. a drained Megumies. That's literally deductive logic.
Okay.
I'm not making any assumptions there. I'm verbatim like explaining what is said in the series.
Okay. And I'm saying it could still just be based on polishment. It doesn't have to be cursed energy.
Okay. Well, I've given a deductive argument, and you've just given like a possibility argument, so we can move from that. Then.
Okay. Sure.
So,
So then, what's your chain gonna be?
If Megami is able to do this, and then a full power Megami scales above that, and then Yuji is relative to that, then Flying Red Scale is above that Yuji. Yuji then gets amped and becomes relative to that full that Flying Red Scale, which is on another level to the previous Choso, who was already beating the previous Yuji. Yuji becomes at that level. Then Choso gets another.
Wait.
Flying Red
I have a
Scale
question
amp.
about what you said. Pause.
What?
Were you trying to say Flowing Red Scale stack is like another Flowing Red Scale amp?
It should be.
Okay, why?
Okay, you know what stacked means?
I already know where you're going with this. That's a name fallacy.
Wait, why is it a name fallacy?
You're using the fact that it's called stack to dictate their stacking.
Okay, it is called Flying Red Scale, right?
Sure.
The technique is described as like doing this. He says Flying Red Scale, stacked. The definition of stacked is to just put one on top of the other. And contextually, we see that Choso's tattoo that he gets on his face becomes more intricate in pattern, which we know the pattern arises when he uses Flying Red Scale. So he has essentially put two Flying Red Scales on top of each other. It's dictated through the visuals and through like what is communicated.
Okay.
As like Choso gets stronger.
Yeah, the first part is still just a name fallacy because using the name to dictate the usage. Yes, that literally is. And then the second part, let me finish. The second part, that tattoo, it does get more intricate, but it doesn't like double. So it still wouldn't prove your claim is literally like stacking it.
Okay, listen, right? I'm gonna repeat the argument one more time because you're clearly not understanding what I'm saying, right? So, Flying Red Scale creates this pattern on your face, right? And then he says Flowing Red Scale again, right? Indicating he's using the same technique. But then he adds stacked at the end, right? So that is indicating to an audience, okay, he's using Flowing Red Scale, and then he's just like, he's using Flowing Red Scale again. This time it's called stacked though, right? That's just indicative of what he's doing, right? And then
so you're using the name to dictate that. That's a name fallacy.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying it is right because it's called this. I'm using evidence to support why it is called this, right? And then why that leads.
Then it's just the name.
Like... No, are you? Oh my god! You know, I'm just gonna ignore you, Bubblez. I'm just gonna say, right? So
I'm gonna ignore his refutation. He said.
I'm not. That's not a refutation. Just keep saying, "Oh, it's just a name." When I'm giving you an argument as to why it's not.
You're literally using the name. You're just being like, "Oh, the name would indicate to the audience."
Okay.
You're saying the name indicates to the audience.
Bubblez,
Name fallacy.
It's fine. Y'all just want to like move on from this?
No, because I need to explain the argument.
I think he understands it. I think everyone.
He doesn't at all.
Does as well. I mean, it doesn't.
Because I didn't
matter.
finish explaining it.
Loser. You're just using a name fallacy.
Wait, Bubblez. Valor, if you think you conveyed the argument properly, right?
I don't, because I never got to finish it.
Okay, so continue then.
Okay, right. So my argument is just simply this, right? He uses Flying Red Scale. We know it does this. He uses Flying Red Scale again, and we know it does this previously, but this time he adds stacked, right? We know that when he uses Flying Red Scale, a pattern forms on his face. When he uses Flying Red Scale again, the pattern becomes more intricate. So, we have multiple reasons to suggest why Flying Red Scale, stacked, is just Flying Red Scale on top of Flying Red Scale. But, through the visuals, through the power increases, and through, like, the name itself, these three reasons, not one, not two, not three, but all three come into conjunction to form the idea that, okay, he's just stacking Flying Red Scale, right? He's just putting one on top of the other. And it's just dictated by the series, especially considering he's relative to Yuji, who got 2 amps in that fight, and Choso himself also amped himself twice, and they were relative by the end, with Choso winning.
Yeah, okay. I just think all the evidence you gave isn't sound. I think you giving like multiple pieces of evidence matters.
Okay, I don't know. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know what you said there.
Oh, my bad. Did my mic go, Brazy?
No, you was too busy munching on your fucking food.
What you eating, Bubblez?
Yeah, I just said that I don't think any of the evidence you gave is sound, so I don't think you giving like
Wait,
multiple
you don't
pieces
think my
matters.
premises are sound?
I never said your premises are sound. I just said the arguments you're giving.
Okay. So, so you don't agree that my premises logically follow into my argument?
No, that would be being valid.
Yeah, you don't think my argument is sound and valid?
No, okay, valid would be that like premises lead to a conclusion. Sound is that it's actually correct.
No, sound is that the premises are true, right? Valid is that it leads to the conclusion.
Oh, okay, then I just don't think your premises lead to the conclusion.
You don't think my premises lead to the conclusion? Why?
No. Okay, because the first one you're using the name, right? Because like you're saying, okay, it's called flowing red scales, and then you add stack, meaning it should indicate a stack, right? That's a name
that
fallacy.
wasn't the argument. That wasn't the
That's
argument.
literally what you said. Holy shit! Stop! I keep repeating your arguments, and you're like, no.
I said right. It's flowing. He uses flowing red scale, right? And then he uses flowing red scale again, right? So you could then like infer that he's just adding one on top of it, on top of the other, and then that's supported.
Okay, but it's a different type.
Wait, prove that.
Okay, the fact that it's called stack would prove that it's a different type. It's a different attack.
Okay, that's a name fallacy.
No, it's not.
What indicates that?
Okay, a name fallacy would be like associating the usage of an
that's
attack
not
with
what
the
I'm
name.
asking you to indicate. It's not what I'm asking you to indicate. Why is it being called stack indicates a different attack? Or an attack entirely?
Because it's literally does different things.
Wait, what does it do different?
Okay, first of all, we see it gives him different markings on his face and it has a different name.
Okay, what does that mean? It's like it's not the same.
Because it's doing different things in the previous attack.
Wait, why? The previous one added a pattern onto his face, and you know.
And this one's adding a different pattern. And it's called something different. So I'm just gonna say
it's just adding a new pattern onto the already existing pattern.
Yeah, and it's a different pattern than the previous one.
Okay, what does that mean? It's a different. You know, like Kamo's pattern is different to Choso's. So what does that mean? It's different.
Yeah.
Why does that mean it's an entirely new attack?
Okay, because I'm showing that like in two cases it has something different than the previous attack. Coupled with the fact I have like basically no reason to believe it works the exact same. That would just lend credence to the idea that it literally just is not the same thing.
Okay, so Kamo's flowing red scale adds a star into his eye. Choso's flowing red scale adds like a line across his face. Choso uses it again, and that line becomes more detailed. Both in all instances, it is called flowing red scale. Why would we assume when he uses it the third time that it is completely different to the previous? That's a leap in logic.
Bro, he's gone.
Oh my god, stop the count, boys!
I mean, you said you were the smartest person in the court, so I mean, I'm skeptical. That's my
My
argument.
nigga Valor was like, context don't matter.
Never said that!
You literally said that, nigga. Don't debate me.
I'm not gonna lie, I did say that, but that's not the context I said it in.
Nah, nigga,
Because I was saying,
don't
like,
matter.
for the scanning question, right? The scan was, like, perfectly contextual on its own.
No, he's back. He's back. All right, everybody else mute.
Nigga Valor said context don't matter.
I remember that. Sorry, what were we talking about?
What, so right.
Stack, yeah.
So if all three instances add a pattern to your face, all three instances are called flowing red scale, why would we assume the third instance is different?
Well, just because they, like, add a pattern and they have the same name does not mean they share a usage.
They all add different patterns, so why would we assume the third instance is different?
I'm not gonna, like, assume that it's different. I'm not gonna assume it's the same. Like, I just have a neutral stance on this. Like,
no, you claimed it was different, so prove it's different.
Huh? I'm saying that the attack is, like, clearly does do different things, so I have no reason to believe it's the exact same.
Yeah, which is a claim that it is different, so prove it is different.
Okay, I was not trying to claim that the usage is definitively different, so if that's what you think I claim, that's not what I'm trying to claim.
Is verbatim what you claimed.
Okay, then
if
I
you're
retract
dropping that claim, okay, if you drop that claim then, you admit that it is not different, therefore we can only conclude that it
No,
is.
I don't. Well, no. Just because I, like, do not make the claim that it's different does not then mean that just the positive follows.
Okay, you conceded the claim, right? By conceding the claim,
no, I didn't.
You did, because
okay,
you made that claim,
that's not what
and
I'm
you
saying.
just said you dropped it.
Oh my god.
Don't rat out of this, Bubblez. I put you in a dead end for a reason.
Okay, what I'm saying is that, okay, I didn't mean to say that. If I said that, I dropped that, that's fine. Right?
Okay,
and then your claim... Okay, I can see that they're definitively different. It does not mean they are definitively the same.
Okay, no, you dropped the opposition, so I can affirm the opposite.
But my opposition still stands.
It doesn't at all. You just dropped
Yes, it
You
does.
just conceded
Okay,
it.
I have other opposition. What are you talking about?
What other opposition? You went from it's not this.
Okay.
To I don't know if that's just the skepticism argument. I can dismiss it.
You can't just dismiss skepticism. What?
Like, it's not an argument unless you present like an argument with premises and a conclusion. And there's nothing there. I can just dismiss
Wait. Okay. Let me think of an example. If I were to say like I don't know. You were to say, I like have literally no reason to believe that Dagon could like blitz Choso, right? I have no reason to believe Choso could blitz Dagon, right? And then I just say, oh, Dagon can. And then you say, okay, I have no reason to believe either. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm like making a claim, so mine stands.
Okay, yeah, that isn't because I say I have no reason to believe either, right? That's not an opposition to your claim. It's just an argument of I don't know.
Okay, and I'm saying the evidence for your claim doesn't work. That's why I'm saying we don't know either.
My evidence clearly does work because you haven't refuted it.
I literally gave refutations to all of it.
Like what?
We already went over this. Why do you keep ignoring arguments I make?
In particular, I'm talking about
the stack.
Yeah. Well, you're going for like I don't know now. So what's the evidence that refutes it?
Okay. Oh my god! I already gave my refutations to your arguments.
You conceded like the previous shit. So what? You just said you're moving to what I don't know now.
Okay, I conceded. I conceded they are definitively different, but I still have opposition to your claim as to why they're the same, and I'm saying I will take a neutral stance as we do not know.
Okay, so what's the evidence for like? What's the evidence that defeats my claim then?
We already went over this.
What, you conceded your previous argument, so what's your new argument?
Are you Yeah, we could just move on from this. You're fucking dumb.
No, you need to prove like why your skepticism would defeat my argument.
We already went over this.
Okay, Valor, if you're so convinced that he needs to do that, right, don't you think if he moves on, he'd be conceding or whatever, and that would be beneficial for you and for everyone else who's listening, right?
I just want to hear is like I've literally heard like no arguments.
I literally gave it to you.
Okay,
I literally gave it to you.
That's perfectly fine, right?
Okay, well I'll just sum up then and we can move on. So, if Bubblez conceded his previous argument and now he's taking a neutral stance, he's not giving an argument anymore. He's just saying I don't know, which doesn't defeat my argument still because he conceded his previous argument. So now we can move on. Now my argument will stand.
Okay. So then
if that stands, then the scaling is as follows, right? I'll type it out in scans because it's easier to read than it is to say.
I gotcha.
So it'd be stacked Choso greater than well, it'd be like stacked Choso relative to amp2 UG greater than red scale Choso relative to well greater than amp1 UG greater than base Choso greater than base UG relative to full power Megami greater than drained Megami relative to Dagon. So
okay.
That would be the scaling now.
Stack Choso, amp2 UG, red amp1 UG, base
I put
Choso,
question mark
base
instead
UG.
of greater than.
Yeah, it's whatever. Drain Megami, Dagon. Okay. And then I'll just say that Choso can't hurt him, so he just open domain, and then just like spam like insta. We already went over this.
Wait, what did we? What did you say?
Nanami.
Oh, Nanami shit. Well, yeah,
technique overtime Nanami couldn't hurt him at all.
Okay, well.
Y'all went over the fucking on a whole nother level thing.
Yeah, so the whole nother level thing would just be would like be indicative.
Yeah. We know.
I'm just summing up. I'm just summing up, right?
Okay, good.
If the scaling was true, right? If my scaling was true, then like obviously a full power Megami's AP would be higher than drained, and here's like cursed energy, which you use to enhance your cursed energy, enhance your attacks, right? Use cursed energy to enhance your AP. That could put his cursed energy could push back Dagon's domain, right? A full power Dagon, right? Then full power would obviously be above that. Then base UG is relative to that full power Megami, arguably stronger. Base Choso is then greater than that UG. He could take his attacks and punch him back and do serious damage to him, which means his like AP scale to that was greater than that. Then amp 1 is greater than that. Because it scales. Then red scale Choso is greater than amp 1 UG, and obviously a whole nother level. So compared to
you already
previous
talked
UG,
about this.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. A whole scale, like whole nother level, was like greater than base UG, which is like clearly indicative of a large amount. Amp 2 UG is greater than that. Stacked Choso is relative to greater than that.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'll just go into like Choso. I think he's just like vaguely above UG and AP due to like the like amps they got, right? That just goes back to the previous point, but whatever. Then UG's relative to like overtime Nanami, and then Nanami with technique can't put like a single scratch on Dagon at all. Then he opens domain expansion to get stronger.
Okay, I'll show you, right? Because I want to address that real quick. You said he's only like vaguely above. I'll show you like an instance where like Choso's like one punch, just like fucking like seriously injured UG.
I mean, do you not think people relative to one another can like hurt each other?
I think they can hurt each other, but not to the extent that like Choso was doing to UG. Like his
What
like
scene are you talking
supernova,
about?
like his like knife was able to like completely like slice through UG's feet.
Oh,
His, like,
well, of
his
course,
punches,
a knife can like seriously hurt people.
his one punch from like stacked right completely crushed UG's collarbone. It just like completely negged it. These are all like soul based. Like he could tank UG's soul based attacks. I'll get you that. Do you not remember when you like Choso like hit him in the collarbone and his like entire collarbone's fucking gone?
Are you talking about the end of the fight?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that UG was like looked quite off guard. He was like focused on like his like failure to hurt Choso.
No, he was completely he was like focused on the fight. He was like, yeah, he says like that didn't feel right, but
I know, but he's staring like directly at like where he failed to hurt Choso.
I'll get the scan. No, he's like, he hits him right, and then he's like, that didn't feel right. And then Choso swings to his right. He should still be able to see. Yeah. He should still be able to see because he's staring at Choso what his arm is doing, right? If I'm in a fight with you and I punch your like your left rib, I can still see what the rest of your body is doing in my peripheral.
I know, but I'm saying he was like very much focused on that. Because like we see him just not react to Choso bring up his arm and slam it down when previously they were like
entirely focused on that.
Okay, I'll get support for that. You know how you see how like Choso brings up his entire arm and slams it down on Yuji and Yuji just doesn't stop it.
Yeah, it just means
and then previously they were throwing hands.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that'll just support.
But you're just using my argument from earlier, which means you would like be conceding to it.
I'm not using your argument at all.
You're using my exact argument.
I'm saying previously they could swap hands, and then while he's staring at something else, he's able to like hit him, and he doesn't really block it at all. We know Yuji tries to defend himself when he gets attacked, so, and he gets like gravely hurt.
Yeah, this is my exact argument. Okay,
no, it's not.
I'll repeat what I said earlier, and then we can like continue with this, right? But I said earlier, okay, Gojo was blitzing Jogo, then we know Jogo is trying to kill Gojo. And then Jogo doesn't do anything while Gojo takes actions, so we can infer that he like he was like he got like outsped, right? And then you're saying, all right, well we know Yuji is like trying to protect himself. We know that they were relative. We know that they were like he was focused on this, so that's why he can hit him with this, right? Those are the exact same arguments. I hope I worded that right.
Okay, I have to go in a minute.
One for one.
Wait, I literally have to go in a minute, so we have to just move on from this. If that's fine.
Okay,
cool. So then, basically, like, are you okay to just like talk about win cons if that's fine?
Yeah, as long as you just like agree that like he can like really hurt Yuji with like his normal attacks even when he's on guard.
I'm not. I mean, I agree he can hurt him. Yeah, they should be like quite. Yeah. Then I guess I'll just say, like, Dagon would just tank Gall's attacks, open domain, instant hit, GG.
Okay, well, I've already scaled his speed to be, like, multiple blitz levels above Dagon. I've already scaled his AP to, like, be higher. He's able to, like, hurt Yuji, who can, like, take soul-based attacks, so you might even just one-shot fucking Dagon with a soul-based attack. He's able to like.
Wait. Do we actually have to go into this like soul-based attacks point?
You don't think Yuji can tank soul-based attacks?
Okay, Oh my god, that's like a hacks resistance. That doesn't correlate AP damaging him to the hacks.
No. So you know that like when Mahito punches you, he literally punches your soul as well.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so this is like
He can
saying
manipulate. Hang on. He can manipulate your soul, right? Which is the soul hacks, right? But he can also attack your soul with a punch, which
Yeah,
is like
I know.
soul-based AP.
Okay, I know, but this is like saying if I like can tank existence erasure and somebody's able to like stab me in like the chest with a knife, that knife has existence erasure.
Wait, what? Repeat that for me.
Okay, basically what you're saying is like, oh, if somebody can tank existence erasure and then I like stab them in the chest with a knife.
Those aren't equivalent at all.
Oh my god, that's literally what you're saying.
No, because the difference is this is soul-based AP, whereas the other one is soul-based manipulation, right? So one is a hacks and one is like a trait of his AP.
Well, no, there's no such thing as soul-based AP.
Why not?
AP is attack potency, like soul, like attacking the soul is an attack potency.
His AP is high enough that it affects the soul.
No, it's not that it's high enough. It's a hack.
Why not?
Okay, you think that if like I just get strong enough, I can just hit the soul? Like that's not how like
you can in JJK.
Why is that how it works in JJK? Because Mahito just has like hacks that fuck with the soul.
Yuji does it. Yuji gets strong enough to where you can see the contours of
Why
the
is
soul
it that he's strong enough? Why is it because he's strong enough?
I mean, we have no reason to believe he could do it any earlier than that point.
What the? How does that prove this? Because he got strong enough.
We know he got stronger right before that fight, and now he can do this. We have no reason to believe he could do it before that.
We have no reason to believe he couldn't.
We have no reason to believe he couldn't. That doesn't negate my claim.
Okay, you're just saying like, oh, he didn't demonstrate before this fight. He got stronger. He then could like do it. Therefore, he got it because he got stronger.
He could have, yeah. I think that's most likely.
Okay, he could have not. Like this is like saying like
I think it's most likely.
If there's like an ice cream shop and sales of the ice cream shop go up, and then like shark attacks suddenly go up at some beach, those two things don't have to correlate, right?
Wait,
basically, you're just saying,
I don't get how that's analogous.
Okay, and then what you're claiming is just like, oh, he got stronger and he can start doing this, therefore it's because he got stronger.
I'm just saying at this level of power, he can do this, right?
Okay, but there's no reason to believe it's because of that power.
He can do it.
Okay, there's no reason to believe that he couldn't at that like lesser power. Yeah, I'm just saying like.
So get this right. If Mahito can punch his soul, Yuji's soul, right? He has soul. His attacks have a soul-based effect, right? That's how like and Yuji was like pretty tanking that pretty well, right? Now, he's durable enough to take these soul-based attacks. Choso is able to hurt Yuji, so he can hurt someone who takes soul-based attacks.
Soul-based attacks isn't like a durability thing, though.
Why not?
It's a hacks resistance.
We know that you know that the soul is like the body for some like people. Like Ghetto explains that like okay, the soul is the body.
Okay, but you can like protect your soul with cursed energy. It doesn't mean that
Anonymi's been able to. I don't think.
Yeah,
I
know. I'm just saying some. Okay, well, it seems like Yuji can too because he can like take idle transfiguration.
Yeah. So Yuji can like protect his soul, right?
Yeah.
Okay, from idle transfiguration.
Yeah. Just because you can protect your soul doesn't mean hurting the body correlates to that.
Huh? No, that's what Ghetto states.
No, it's not.
He literally like claims that the body is the soul, and then Mahito comes in and was like, maybe it works differently.
Wait, actually, wait. Just so like I can maybe go in a minute. Do you have any travel speed scaling for Choso?
Travel speed? I don't know why that's relevant. His combat speed should just be superior to everything else.
Well, I can just say Dagon would just open domain and just like swarm his ass with that swarm.
I don't think he even needs to travel. We can just use piercing blood, just one shot.
Piercing blood doesn't one shot.
It'll just scale off of his AP.
Well, I know, but like the issue with like curses, right? They can like Dagon can get like stabbed through the head and not die immediately, right? And
he'll just keep
Playful
firing,
Cloud.
it's fine.
Okay, I don't like. If he just gets hit a couple of times, he'll just eventually open domain, swarm him with Death Swarm GG.
Wait, that presupposes that he's fast enough to not get hit by like 7 piercing bloods and survive all of them.
Okay, so then just goes back to speed scaling.
So we can just hang on. If my ski scales above his durability, right, I can literally just argue that like once he gets touched by piercing bullet, his entire body just explodes because it can't.
That's not how piercing blood works.
I'm saying because of the force it generates, right?
Okay, I know, but if I like fire a bullet. The bullet has so much like piercing force and is so small, the body doesn't like blow up. It just pierces a small part of the body. Piercing blood works the same way. It's just like
if he gets hit by piercing blood, it like literally forces him back. Like It doesn't just instantly pierce through
I
him,
know.
it's the pushing him
Okay,
back.
yeah, I know that. That's because Yuji is like how do I explain this? Yuji's able to like provide resistance to it, but it's like could still hurt him if that makes sense.
Yuji has resistance to force.
No, what I'm saying is he's able to like oppose the force of it, but it can still hurt him, right? So like, if it was so much stronger than you that it just immediately pushed through you, you don't explode from it. Just like a section of your body gets torn away.
Wait, how can you prove that? So if
I gave the analogy of like
if a
bullets.
section of your body gets torn away, then if Dagon gets
A
hit
very
in the
small
head,
amount.
the entire skull's gonna just get torn away.
No, when I said a section, I mean like it's an area like as wide as piercing blood. It's like bullets.
It's bullet.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but like, this honestly just goes back to speed. So like, we can just move on from this.
I could just say like combat speed scales above like travel speed should just be relative to his combat speed or something. I don't know why they'd be different.
Oh my god. I mean, whatever. That just goes. Well, I don't know why they'd be the same.
I mean, do we have anything to assert they're different?
We have nothing to assert they're the same.
Wait. So if they're not different, then they must be the same because otherwise that's a contradiction.
But we have no reason to believe they're like different or the same.
So so you either agree, right? This is a dead end for you, right? I'll explain why. You either agree that Choso they're different, and then like Choso would either just blitz with his travel speed, or you agree then that they're the same. In which case, Choso just blitzes with his travel speed.
Wait, if they're different, travel speed could be below combat.
Well, you'd have to prove that though.
You'd have to
agree
prove
that
they're
they're
the same or
different,
above.
hang on. If you agree that they're different, then I'd just ask you to prove that.
Okay,
that travel speed is less.
Okay, I'm saying travel speed could be above or it could be the same. We have no clue. Like,
so you have no claim then, like.
No, I'm not gonna make a claim about this.
You have no. Then this does nothing for you.
Yeah, or we're not really.
Okay then, so like, what other argument do you have?
I'm still just gonna stick with the argument of just tanks his hit death swarm.
He just tanks his hit death swarm. Okay, well I've already scaled his AP above. I've scaled his like combat speed above.
Cool.
So you should just use like piercing blood, hit him in the fucking skull. Unless you can like show why like Dagon having like his brain torn out by a piercing blood would like mean he could survive.
No, I agree that when curses get their like heads torn off, they're fucked.
Okay, well.
Totally says that. So
just say like, he fires piercing blood, it just hits him in his skull, tears out his brain as it travels through, and just kills him. Because it's literally an arrow, so it has like a wide range. If we look at like when it hits Yuji in his like arm, it like tears off like his entire wrist.
I mean, yeah, I already gave the reasons to why. But yeah, I'll just say like, he should just tank piercing blood, honestly.
Yeah, well, Choso
open domain,
the ability to like harden his skin to the point where it literally just tanks Yuji's like AP and it does nothing to him. Like it actually like fucks up Yuji's hand more than it does damage to Choso.
I'll just say like, first of all, he has like instant hit, so you shouldn't be able to react to those at all. And then like
which presupposes he can open domain.
Sure, and then I'll say like I already scaled to like Shikigami to blitz him. Or no, my bad, I didn't. But
I can propose like an anti-feat too for the Shikigami. It took like if Yuji, as like you say, is like relative to like Nanami, and Nanami was able to tank it like Death Swarm for like a whole minute.
That was durability. Wait, that statement's about AP, not durability.
To have AP at that level, you need to be able to tank something at that level.
Yeah, I know, but Nanami could have durability way above his AP.
Wait, why?
Because the Shikigami could hurt Naobito.
That's circular.
No, it's not. What?
Wait,
I never brought up Naobito up until now.
I had Nanami.
Okay, yeah, okay, my bad. Yeah, and I think Nanami hurt like Dagon way more than Nanami.
When did he Wait, so why does not he literally says like he was like not going all out against
Naobito did?
Right? No, he said he wasn't going. He didn't use all of his power against Naobito.
Dagon did.
He divided it between Nanami.
I'm not talking about that.
Naobito.
I'm talking about when he like when do you remember pre-domain when Naobito like beat the fuck out of Dagon?
Yeah.
Yeah, he blatantly like damages Yurioku there.
What, in Dagon's?
Yeah.
Okay, that just like fucking upscales that just upscales Yuji?
Well, no, what I'm saying is that if Naobito has higher AP than that of Nanami, right, and his durability has to scale to his AP, Death Swarm can rip off his arm and domain. That means he can hurt somebody that has like durability relative to like, or durability above Yuji's AP, and then you cannot assert Yuji's durability is
Wait,
like
what
that
is-
much greater than his AP, so you just swarm his ass with Death Swarm, you know,
Wait,
eat him
why
up.
does Death Swarm like fucking scale? Why does like Nabito's durability like equate to Nanami's?
I already went over the AP shit.
Wait, I'm not getting your scale.
Wait,
You have
I
to
never
repeat
said it scales to Nanami's durability. Okay, I'm saying that Naobito damaged Dagon more than Nanami, right?
I mean, they didn't even really like damage him, I guess.
He literally
I mean-
damages his Juryoku.
I mean, okay, I get this part. Alright,
Yes, so then what I'm saying is like physical AP to durability. You fine with that?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Death Swarm could tear off Naobito's arm.
Yeah.
Okay, and Dagon even like hurts him with a punch slightly. So then I'll just say like, okay, if you can hurt somebody that has durability above Yuji's AP, that should mean he can hurt Yuji and Choso.
Wait, why is Nabito's AP higher than
Yuji's?
Yuji's?
He was able to hurt Dagon more than Nanami, Nanami to
Have
Yuji.
you got the scan of Nabito's like AP being higher than Nanami's?
You literally agreed to that like multiple times.
No, I went along with it. Like,
Oh, you know when he like combos the fuck out of Dagon?
what pre-domain?
Yeah.
Let me go find it.
Yeah, it's when he like kicks him around and then punches him. Basically, do I need to go into why that should have weakened Dagon?
Because Dagon seems to be unaffected by all of that. He's just like kind of sitting there getting thrown around.
I mean, I know it looks like it doesn't affect him, but like, basically he like blatantly gets his Juryoku weakened from that.
He blocks Nanami's attack. Then he like catches Maki's sword. Gets punched by like Naobito. Then blocks Nanami's attack. Then he summons his water wheel.
Yeah, wait,
and he's like,
I can go into my reasoning.
Nanami's like no damage, Nanami literally says like no damage, or rather, it feels like it has balanced HP, right?
Yeah, that was in reference to his attack.
Do y'all want me to like post the scans?
Well, no, I can go into why he weakened him. It's not in the scans, but I can like give a reasoning as to why.
You have massive amounts of cursing, and I bet you still.
Basically, the reason is pre-domain how he like nearly one-shot Maki like easily.
Yeah.
Maki like literally didn't react. Okay.
Wait, Maki was like got caught off guard though.
No, she didn't. She was in combat. The fuck?
Yeah, you can get caught off guard in combat. What's wrong with you?
What? She's looking right at Dagon. Why is she off guard?
Yeah, and Dagon just fucking ran around her. Cat caught her. Bitch got
He didn't run around her. She runs up to him, swings the weapon, he catches it, and she literally said, "I would have just taken an L."
Yeah, she runs up behind him, swings it, and then Dagon catches the blade, right? Yeah, she wasn't expecting him to catch that blade.
You're still aware that that's like massively outpacing her, right?
What? Yeah, okay, so what does this do?
Okay, pre-domain Dagon faster than Maki. Okay, Naobito like boxes him up. He opens domain. Domain's a stat buff, but then Maki is able to like react and tag him.
Wait, yeah, that just means like she wasn't expecting him to catch the blade.
No, it just means he got weaker.
Right? Wait, that doesn't mean he's outspeeding her at all. That just means they're relative, if anything.
Wait, you literally agreed that he massively outpaced her. I said this is a massively outpacing her though.
No, I'm
and
just going along with what you said.
If you say an affirmation to my argument, you've agreed to it, Valor.
Because I needed to hear the next part of the argument.
Oh,
if I knew what the next part is, then I can go back and like not agree with something.
If I say my argument and you say yep, I'm just gonna assume you agree to it. So like,
okay, because I want to
so
hear
fucking
what
stupid.
the argument is, right?
Oh my god, then just say continue. Don't agree to it. What?
Okay, when I say yeah, I'm like affirming you to continue.
Oh
I just
my
use
god.
yeah and
Okay.
continue interchangeably.
Yeah, but you know he like had to like turn around, grab her weapon, then was about to like beat the fuck out of her. So he just blatantly is faster.
And that's just a relative feat.
He has to like spin around and grab her though, where she's just swinging it, and then he was about
Not
to
really.
like
His hands are
punch
really
her.
close to where her weapon is.
No, that doesn't even matter. He was literally gonna like one shot her, and
Yeah.
she like said
He
like
would've
yeah, I would have
killed-
just died right there.
Okay, he could have killed her, right? But he can kill any of them.
Okay, but she like blatantly wasn't really gonna react. Like,
Okay, just because like if two relative people, if I catch like someone who's relative to me attack, right, that gives me a perfect opportunity to kill them. So when they say yeah, if like he caught that attack, and I would have died, without getting saved, right? Then yeah, that doesn't like negate the fact that they can be relative.
okay, but my point is that he's able to like easily catch her attack, and then was about to just like
why was it easily?
Easily, I don't know. I just say the word easily a lot, but he was like able to catch her attack, right? And then he was about to just hit her, and she was basically just standing there not reacting. And then later on, when he's like supposed to be stronger, she's able to like tag him and block kicks from him. So I think I'm getting slower from Nobita's beatdowns, likely.
I can just say right that when she caught it, she was just surprised because there's even a reaction indication of like, yo, what the fuck? Like she reacted to it when he caught it. So she's literally able to react to Dagon.
That just looks like she's scared.
Because I like.
Because she was about to die. No, I know what you're talking about. I've read that chapter a lot. She's just like, she looks like super scared. Because to be fair, she knew she was about to die. Like, I'd be freaked out too.
She has no way of defending herself because her only means of blocking is this like weapon, and Dagon has it in his hand. Therefore,
or she could, just dodge. Like what?
Dodge what and let go of her weapon, her only means of attack.
That's better than dying.
Okay, right. If she let go, she would be dead anyway.
No, she wouldn't.
Have nothing
she could
to defend herself with.
She could literally just leave the fight. Like what?
Okay, sorcerers like don't dip. They either kill the curse or they themselves usually die.
Can you prove that's what Maki does?
Okay, so the problem is right. If Maki ran away, she doesn't know if Maoito and like Nanami would be able to beat this dude. Nanami literally says like we need all the help we can get, right? When fighting these classes in Shibuya.
Wait, I literally have to go, so I just like have to go now. But
okay, well,
I mean like reverse summoned away.
Everything, anyways, really.
Not really. I wanted to cover some other stuff.
What else? The fuck?
I just wanted to like cover how like address like how fucking like Maki like blocking the stronger Dagon isn't like indicative that Nobito's shit like is like higher.
I'm gonna say this. I wasn't like listening to the entire debate, but does that really matter? Too much?
Yeah, because without that Nobito durability scaling, right? He can't assert that like Nobito like Nanami's like durability is higher than his AP. If it's not higher and he's able to tank Death Swarm, then that scales to Yuji, and then Choso scales massively above that. So he'll just tank everything. He'll just tank everything Dagon does.
Interesting.
That's crazy.
Let me pause.